Hello everyone, this is Eliegel, the Salty Bagel, and I'm going to show you how to get the Fireside Friends card back by yourself. And you can see it right here. This card back requires that you have 3 friends on the same network playing together, 3 accounts of Hearthstone. So we're going to show you again how to do that by yourself. First, we're going to get a VM player. Virtual machines allow you to run desktop, run Windows, inside of a window, inside of Windows. So it's a Windows Inception going on there. You can get that here, and I'm put a link in the description to this. VMware Player is a free player for that. One of the problems, though, is that you're going to need to create a VM, and if you've been reading on some of the forum posts around the popular sites, creating a VM can be very difficult. Fortunately, you don't have to create a VM. Microsoft has already made VMs for you. Turns out there is a site where Microsoft gives VMs out for testing purposes. The idea is that you can test Internet Explorer, test websites that you've created in Internet Explorer. The earlier versions of Internet Explorer being a nightmare for web developers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to modern.ie. You get this site, and at this site you can click the Virtual Machines button. It's a little purple button right here. And so we're going to click that. And virtual machines, there are a lot of them. We're going to click the VMware Player for Windows button down here because we have VMware Player. There are a number of virtual machine software, pieces of software you can get. Down here, we have Windows XP virtuals. These are the smallest, so that's the one I've selected. Hey, look, we have Escape from XP. That's kind of a funny thing for Microsoft to put there. Anyway, you should check that out, I guess. I'm going to be checking that out after I make this video. So I've selected Internet Explorer 8. You can click these links here. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, they're RARs. The first part is an EXE, so you don't need WinRAR to extract these. You can just put it in a folder somewhere and extract the file there. So that'll extract the VM. Once you have VMware Player installed, the extracted file will actually let you just run the VM from the file. So you don't need to learn how to use VMware Player. You don't even really need to know where you put it on your hard drive. We're just going to open the file from the folder here. So I've downloaded these already, and I've put them in a folder. I'm going to show you that right here. The VM XE and RARs are down here. IE8, WinXP for Windows, VMware Part 1, 2, 3. If you double-click this one, oops, I clicked too much. You can extract it to a certain folder, so it's a self-extracting zip file here. And that's going to extract these files right here. This is the if we look at the file types here, we have the configuration file that it will extract and the OVF file. The OVF file is the one that will actually open the virtual machine. So if you double-click that file right there, it's going to open up this box. It's going to ask you to put where you're going to put the virtual machine and some other windows. You're smart enough to handle that. For the sake of speed, we've gone here. Now there's some settings you can change on your virtual machine if it's running way too slow, if it's having a lot of problems, or if you haven't connected to the internet. Internet connection is very important. So the bridged connection here is what you're going to want to have selected. It should be selected automatically. You can try the NAT setting if you're having issues here. You might need to just use Google to figure out if you're having issues. But bridged, 95% of the time, this is just going to work right out of the box and you'll have an internet connection on your virtual machine. Memory, if you're really running into a slowdown, you have plenty of memory, and you want to use a virtual machine for other things. Maybe you want to run Hearthstone in a virtual machine for some reason. I don't know. Maybe you want to do more extensive stuff. Setting it to 2 gigs for Hearthstone is recommended. You have to do this outside of running a virtual machine, though. As you can see, it's grayed out here. So I'm not going to show you that. It's not really the purpose of this video, but just some information there. So you're going to need to download the battle.net client using Internet Explorer. I've set up my virtual to have a few more browsers here, so I'm going to open it up in Chrome just to show you where that link is to download it. Maybe you don't remember from, the years ago or long time ago you went there. So battle.net, you can log in and create an account here, make a new account. Now only one account really needs to go through the tutorial because only one account needs to duel for you to get this, to challenge each other for that. But you can click this Get the Desktop App for battle.net. This is what you're going to need. Now, of course, I've already downloaded it and downloaded Hearthstone on my virtual, so for the sake of time. So yeah, let's get this card back. We're going to hit play here. I have my third account. It's on a laptop here. For the sake of simplicity here and just showing you, you're going to want to extract another virtual and run a third virtual so that you have all the accounts logged in here. Hey, opening video. How about that? So what we have here, I'm going to show you just what it looks like when you have friends. So these are nearby players, not on my friends list. And hey, there's all my battle tags here, so I guess you can come find me. So we're going to challenge. You need to do 3 games, and as far as I know, these 3 games you can just concede right away. So we're going to try that here. So again, you're going to need to set up a third client for Hearthstone, but you don't need to actually go through the tutorial. As long as it's logged in, you should be fine. So you can just sit on the initial tutorial screen. But that's going to require you to extract another virtual and set this up again. So make sure that you take the time. It's very processor intensive. Again, it's going to take a lot of RAM to have these virtuals running. It's going to take a pretty good computer, but you can snake through it. You can go really slowly and have really poor performing virtuals if you really need to take care of this that way. Though then again, even with one friend, this becomes significantly easier. So we're going to concede over here. This is concede number 2. And we are going to need to do one more. So if you want to get this on all 3 accounts, you are going to have to play the games on the third account. The third account doesn't just get it for free because the other 2 accounts played. So you're going to have to click one of these here and challenge the other one. Of course, if you're just doing this by yourself, I don't know why you would want to do that, but maybe you have a couple friends around, and you're just doing this. So just keep that in mind. And here it is. Fireside Friends achievement unlocked. So thank you again for watching. This has been Eliegel, the Salty Bagel, and I will see you next time.